Hello, I'm back, and yeah, as promised, I do the review of the Schecter Hellraiser C1 hybrid guitar. So here it is again, and just to show off the colour and the actual workmanship, it's a really beautiful guitar, I have to say. And I've been bashing this for the last 3 weeks now, and it's an excellent guitar. It is heavy. It's very heavy guitar. So if you don't like heavy guitars, I don't know, I wouldn't buy it mail order, put it that way. You really want to feel it and check it out. It's got a few little quirks on it, which are Schecter, which I know nothing about Schecter. So I never had a Schecter in my life, so it's been a kind of an education for me as well. I know the EC 1000 range, the MH 1000 range, and the 400 range from LTD. Apparently this is made in the same factory as well, so probably obviously a different section, but you know, the Korean factories are all probably in the same place, kind of Silicon Valley kind of vibe, and this is actually a little bit up in quality from the ECs, tiny bit. I can't explain it, but it just seems this is the model they pulled out all the stops for, and really went to town on it. It's got, I mean, the carbon fiber all around the edges. Apparently that's quite an expensive process, so that's one thing for a start. And the jury's out on whether I would maybe prefer just a kind of classic just white lines around it maybe, but it's nice, it's pleasing. So a little bit shot there of the actual carbon fiber edges. Even the mother of pearl thing would have been nice, but hey, what are you going to do? Obviously the selling point is the kind of translucent paint, which basically goes purple, or goes blue, or goes purple, or goes all sorts of crazy color, kind of dark brown, purple, blue. It's kind of nice. It's quite cute. It's a kind of a gimmick, I suppose, but it is nice. And of course, I haven't stopped polishing it since I got it. It's one of those guitars you just polish all the time. And I'm loving the actual stainless steel covers on the pickup covers, but unfortunately I use a titanium pick sometimes, and it's really cool, really lightweight pick, but very strong pick, and a few tiny micro scratches I've made on the stainless steel, but I'll buffer them out if I can. Barely noticeable, but yeah, really nice. I love the pickup covers. They're really nice. What about the pickups? The reason I bought this guitar was for the actual pickups. I wanted to try EMG's relatively new, shiny 57 and 66 model, which is kind of like not a replacement of the 8185, but the 8185 is as subtle as a brick. It is. Both of them are so strong, really strong, high-end pickups. Absolute crunch. Even now, you put the volume down to 1 or 2, and you're still getting that kind of crunchy, not distortion, but a lot of gain, high gain pickups. These seem to be a kind of, I won't say watered down, but not watered down, what's the word? A more subtle pickup, really tasty. Like a nice kind of Bud Light to the Budweiser of pickups, if you like. It's kind of not as much gain on them, but just very clear and crisp. Really good pickups. They're definitely a step up. Obviously, if you want to play Slayer-y type stuff and, you know, just want that absolute distortion-y crunch going on for days to sustain, stick with the 8185. But if you want a more subtle kind of pickup, kind of a more upmarket pickup maybe, it's just a really tasty pickup. Both of them do what they do. That has that bluesy, smooth sound up here on the neck, and this guy of course has a hard crunch down at the bridge. Great pickups. I'm going to blast them now in a few minutes. What else? Yeah, the actual build quality is stupendous. It's beautiful. Have I got used to this kind of weird, suddenly going from just gloss to matte type finish on the neck? I don't know. It is what it is. It's no problem so far. It's just feels a bit weird when you're playing, but it's fine. It's fine. It's lovely. Great guitar, I have to say. Well built. quality, no problems whatsoever. I did change the strings. There were 10s and a bit too heavy for me. I love 9s, so a little problem with the action then, so I had to kind of mess with it. And I know nothing about Floyd Roses, but I seem to get it nearly right. So, and the action's quite low on it now, so it was a little bit high when it came out of the box. But yeah, if you're going to go for a mid-price guitar, like 12.25, this was 1225 euros. You know, it's not cheap. It's an investment. You know, it's something you wouldn't just run out and buy every day. So it is a good mid-range guitar to use, especially if you're a Floyd man like myself. I love my Floyds, and I think 15 guitars, 11 of them have Floyd Roses. So there you go. One thing I will say again, and I'm going to do a little comparison here, is the weight of this guitar. Mahogany body, it's heavy. So if you're kind of a young skinny kid, I don't know about this guitar. It's heavy enough now. In fairness, and I'll just show you for comparison. That is the heaviest guitar I own. It's the 1959 reissue Gibson Les Paul, built as they would build them in 1959, and that's the blurb anyway. So this is a beast. This is heavy. The heaviest guitar I own. And I had a gold top before, which was even heavier. It was a gold top from 1980, and it was insane. Like, you get muscles playing it, you know. So this guy is heavy, but this is just as heavy. They're both the same weight. I mean, they're nuts. Two of them are super heavy guitars. Ugh. And yeah, that's just to show the actual weight of this guy is nuts. So it might put some people off, but I have to be honest about it. Other people say, no, the weight is kind of cool, it adds to sustain, all that sort of thing. That's fine. Look, it is what it is. But yeah, just give it a little blast anyway. So this is the 57, a little bit of crunch. And I'm going through a really cheap amp here, actually. I'm going through an €80 Vox practice amp, you know. But I think it's good to do that. You know, I could put it to the Marshall. I might do that again, but just for now, just to hear it with a, you know, on a budget amp. And a little bit more rocking kind of stuff. Try maybe. Some of you might know that one. That's by Mama's Boys, called Runaway Dreams. Great band. Check them out if you can. They're an Irish band that, well, some of the members are still out there, but basically they're from the 80s, and they were huge in the 80s. Mama's Boys, really, really big. They're one of those bands that just didn't get the breaks, but great guitarist. Pat McManus, a fantastic player, plays the fiddle as well. So that was Runaway Dreams. So yeah, that's the actual 57. Nice and crunchy. And then of course just on leads as well. about that. But yeah, so it really catches the harmonics. Very tasty. Even on a lower kind of setting. And then of course, oh yeah, one thing that really annoys me is when you flick over to the 66, it's a separate volume control, and it's just a bit annoying. I'm used to my Jackson, I think it's volume tone, but this is volume tone, and I keep getting confused with it. It's just a wiring thing, but it's a little bit annoying. I'll have to get used to it. But yeah, so a bit of the 66 now, just for a bit of a comparison, just a warmer sound. Now, if this was the 8185, the sustain would be going on for days. You don't really get that with the 5766 set. Again, it's a real subtle kind of vibe. I mean, you still get sustain, but not to the same amount. It's just, look, you can go away and make a cup of tea with the 81. You can go and just go off and make tea and come back and it's still going. You don't get that with these, but I like it. I like them. They're really tasty pickup and very nice and even fingers, you know. I do love playing with my fingers on just the EMG pickups. They really bring something out there. It's really tasty. Really responsive pickups. Gorgeous. So yeah, that's the Schecter C1 Hellraiser hybrid, a C1 F4. I think the F4 is the Floyd Rose. Yeah, so Schecter hybrid Hellraiser C1 F4 guitar. Construction 9. There is a loose tone knob there, which I'll get to. I don't use the tone that much, so I'll get to it. But basically, it was a little bit loose, tiny bit loose when it came in the box. The pickup selector, a little bit shaky. Tiny, you can see it there, just tiny little movement there, just annoying. You wouldn't get that on a $3,000 Jackson. Everything else, the finish, flawless. They probably knew this is going to be the dog's bollocks of Schecter. This is the top of the range, more or less. It's up there in the top, probably second or third top of the range. They have a new kind of guitar that came out now. It's kind of white and orange. You might see them. Check them out. They're kind of weird looking, but they seem to be up there, like €1,600, which is a lot of money for a Korean guitar. But like I said, this is 1,250. So I think it was 1,250, 1,225, one or the other, and plus postage and all that sort of thing. So yeah, fantastic, great guitar, and that is my review. Finally, 3 weeks later, because I've just been rocking it out and learning French as well. So my next video is going to be in French. So I don't get many hits anyway, so I don't really mind. So you know, it's going to be a French video just to warn you or let you know. Yeah, so that's it. That's the Schecter, and that's the headstock, by the way. Beautiful headstock with that lovely little shiny Schecter logo there. Grovers as well, I must mention the Grovers, and I must also mention real quickly the volute. Lovely little volute on it there as well. Great construction, and for a mid-range, non-budget, because this ain't a budget guitar, it's a mid-range guitar. It was a brave move, because I just literally ordered it online. It could have been a disaster, because you know, you need to check guitars out, but I had trust in Schecter, and it seems to come true. It's absolutely fantastic. I give this guitar 8.7 out of 10, just for a few niggles here and there, and I'm trying to get used to the carbon fibre as well. Also the ebony neck, beautiful, lovely, lovely touch. Wasn't expecting that. So yeah, absolutely gorgeous. There you go. That is the Schecter Hellraiser Hybrid.